Welcome back. Welcome back, guys. Welcome back to my page. Welcome back to my channel. If you are coming back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. And right now, I'm just looking at Nasdaq, and I am seeing more sells. There will most probably be a couple of buys coming in, but I don't see price moving any higher because we are still, according to structure. We will get into that now, why I think more selling is going to happen. So if there is a lot of noise, it's just I live across a school, elementary school, so there are kids playing around and there is a lot of noise, so my bad. So the thing that is like mostly on my mind today, regarding last week's big move that I did point out the week before. So last week's trades, I did predict and I did prepare for that trade. So for those type of trades, for the big sell. So it looks like there's going to be more sells coming in. So I want to prepare for that. So let's get onto the weekly so that we can see structure and trend, but mainly structure on the weekly. As we can see, we are. Price is still in a buyer's market, but you see we have this huge red candle that's engulfing this candle, and we are at an area of resistance, so there's another reason why I am continuing to sell, because price is at an area of resistance as well. So I will just draw that up. So this is my weekly, but my daily and my weekly will probably be, I will probably use the same levels, but I think it's better if I just use the daily, because the weekly is normally structure. So if weekly is structure and market type, then on the daily will be trend, structure as well, and the lower you go, the more candles there will be, because there will be more trends, because the lower you go, there will be different trends, because price is on a lower time frame with more candles, so right now this is my daily resistance, support and resistance level, because this price has been tested for resistance over here and for support as well over here. I just want to make sure that this level is correct. I prefer having a bit more touches. Because we have a couple more boxes over here as well. I think it's all for now, because I just like to draw a price or levels based off relevance of price, so we are on the 4 hour right now, so I'm just gonna have another level that I'm gonna draw up, and I'll make this a different color as well. Make this let's make it big. This is just me setting up Nasdaq. This is how I normally place my trades, or set up my analysis. So as we can see, price is at an area of, this is a 4 hour support, and over here we had also we also had 4 hour support and resistance level. As you can see, price, this was a support level that price resisted right now, and price, because that's the area price pulled into, but I do see price coming lower to this green box over here. That's why I do have a sell played out, but not on this broker right now. I was just showing you guys how I'm going to be setting up the trade. So I'm going to explain everything I'm doing right now and why I'm doing everything right now. So the first thing I did was I went on the weekly. The reason why I go on the weekly is because sometimes it's very difficult, not on all pairs, but on some pairs it's really difficult to even look at the daily for structure, So sometimes I would have to go to the weekly, so because it's more evident and you can see structure more clear on higher time frames. But not all pairs will require you to go to the weekly, Some of them will require you to stay on the daily because it will be more evident and it will be more clear. So on the weekly, we saw a rejection candle followed by a green candle followed by a engulfing red candle. So I'm just going to pull it up. So this is what followed the past 3 weeks. So according to structure, we had prices making higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. And we are also at an area where price is at an area of resistance on the weekly as well, but this is a daily resistance area, so price is at an area of resistance right now. And I see price pushing all the way down because we also have this huge area rejection here as well, this big red candle right here with this huge wick. That's also a sign of rejection, which is this area of support right here, which is the neckline actually of a double top strategy that I took when this big sell played out. So this was a double top strategy that I traded last week, and my entry was after the first red candle, after the second top. So that was my entry. So I would have placed this trade with one full trade, would have been one big move, but I kinda, on lower time frames, I had a couple of opportunities to place a couple of trades and not just one big move. So not swinging on this pair because I can see price making its way down here and probably moving way back up there. But I do see price reversing actually because we are at an area of resistance, but we are at a strong area of support right here. It was an area of a huge area of resistance if you do look on the weekly time frame. But anyways, I see price coming back to reach this area of support right here and then hopefully make its way down, or hopefully find support here and move all the way up back into structure, because price made a higher high. Price needs to make a higher low, and then price needs to make a higher high. But if market does reverse and price does not, because this was the previous higher low that price was supposed to actually find support, but we see price made a higher high, a higher low, then price failed to make a higher high. So then price made a lower low, so a lower high, then price pulled into this area again to test it for support. For the resistance, retest this area for resistance. And I see prices moving all the way down, reversing totally, but we have to see in the coming weeks, but that's my prediction. But we will have to wait for more confirmation. On the 4 hour, we are in a downtrend. As you can see, prices made actually a lower low, a higher high, a lower low, a lower high, actually a lower high up here with this shooting star candle, lower high, a lower low, a lower high, back into this area of resistance that it was support that became resistance. So I see price moving further down because we also have this big red engulfing candle at this area of resistance. So I do see price moving further down for a sell. So that is my plan for today. I will be selling Nasdaq US30, and yeah, that's my analysis. This I can delete this. This was the strategy I was playing out, but these are my daily boxes. The green boxes, the 4 hour boxes are the blue boxes, and this will be the trade I will send out to my fellow traders. This is something I will put in a group, so they can have this opportunity to place the trade if they want to. But I do see price going further down. It's probably when the US market will be opening, but I'm just checking something. Okay, but that's it for today, guys. There is more sales coming in. I will be doing more pairs. If you guys want me to do more pairs, you guys can leave a comment if you want to on what pair I should do next. But all this analysis is basically works in all types of markets. So if you want to try this out on any other market, you can, because this analysis is based off support and resistance levels, and that's how I trade. I don't trade any other way. I'm so used to trading this way, and it's working for me, and I hope it works for you. So peace. Oh, this looks horrible. But anyways, the reason I want to get back to you, the reason I want to get back to you, as we can see what is happening on Nasdaq right now. What is happening on Nasdaq right now? Like I told you, I think I made a video yesterday. Or it was on Friday. It was either on Friday or it was over the weekend. I can't remember when I actually posted a video, but as we can see that I have set up my analysis. I think it was over the weekend, and I predicted the sale again, but I knew there was going to be more sales according to structure, and as we can see, market is reversing and there's more sales coming in. And last week I said that price needs to come to this green area right here, which is my daily support and resistance level. And in my video that I posted before this, I shared I think it's 2 years before this, I shared my thoughts about what would happen this week, and as we can see, what I said is playing out right now. We have big sales coming in, and price is most likely changing trend and changing markets. As you can see, price failed to make a higher high on the daily. So, but I feel like price is coming to this area of support here, and maybe next week coming we'll have buys coming in, but we'll have to see what price does when it gets to that area. But I just wanted to give you an update to show you that price has done what I said, and I predicted a sell out, and I also helped some people out there, and some of my friends and the group that I have, where I went to some people. If you want to be a part of that, just let me know. And also, this is the analysis I set up also a couple of days ago, and this is what I said what would happen, and as we can see, it played out. And if you guys would like me to share my analysis and my thoughts in the future, please let me know, and I will do that. I will also be sending out my trade ideas and plans to the group as well, so that they may also profit off my ideas. There is a risk, but I know what I'm doing, and that's why I want to help people where I can, and that's why I'm here. So as you can see, this played out beautifully, and I couldn't have asked for a better result. And even on US 30, we had this big sell. As you can see, I also had an entry on US 30 today. So this was the entry I took today, US 30. This is my analysis, but I didn't do a video on this setting up US 30, but this was the trade I took, and there are profits, and as you can see, this actually smashed my TV, and this trade closed automatically by itself. So I won't share my profits here because it's private, but as you can see, if you stick with me, I will most likely be of good use to you. But yeah, that's all for today. I'm not going to get into it, but I do see price going lower, but we are at an area of support. As we can see, we have a big rejection on the weekly, so that tells us that there's a lot of selling pressure coming in. And as we can see, this area was an area that pushed price all the way down here. So that's why I'm telling you that there will be more sales coming in, because we can see that all these huge wicks, as we can see, we have huge wicks forming at this area with rejection candles there as well, and we have this huge trading carbon candle. So I'm most likely seeing price moving further down and reversing in the coming weeks. So that's me. Peace.